who do I credit most for where I am in life right now? I credit God. I credit God for saving me, for bringing me out of the depths of hell. Because as one of his students of life, it's been it was not like I needed to be where I was at. I needed to fall. And I do believe that I'm one of the angels that fell and I got back up. And I dust myself off and I fell again. I got back up and I dusted myself off. And I fell again. And I got back up and I dusted myself off until I understood why he kept picking me back up. I didn't get up, he picked me up. And he taught me that, just surrender. I surrender. And I had to learn about surrendering to something or an entity that I did not know or was not something that I can touch. But I had to learn that it was inside my heart that made me feel that this is where I needed to be. Because, at one point it was because everybody was wearing jewelry and diamond rings and all of this other stuff that I would never imagine having, or I could get a good price for it. If they drop it, I got it, but I didn't have to do that anymore, and I have my own stuff and I'm good now. I don't need to be concerned about what someone else have because my life has been blessed and God has blessed me. God has always blessed me. And even when I'm going through stuff, strife, whatever it may be, I put it on God. I give it to God. Give it to God in prayer, and learning to meditate, because whether you're in a relationship or you're living with somebody or whatever my situation was at that given time, I put myself there, and it was up to me to decide whether I wanted to stay or whether I wanted to go. And that would be my choice. And that's what I did at that point. I made a choice that, okay, well, if I stay, what's the benefits? If I go, where am I going? And am I going to have more benefits where I go to? So my life became a point of, well, it might even be better just to be alone for a minute because I had to get rid of all of the, I had to get rid of all of the baggage that I had in my back pocket so that I can change. And that's what one of the things that life has given me was that opportunity to change. And like without having a God in my life, and I have to give credit to that, and then I have to give credit to the brotherhood, and I have to give credit to the 12-step programs that are out there because they do help. They do work. And the blessings that come from this stuff. If you have an open mind, you have to have an open mind and you have to be willing to put in the work to get this. Nothing comes by osmosis. Nothing comes in a blink of an eye. And if it does, you're not going to have it for long. I know that. I've experienced that too. I've had things come to me that I asked for and they were gone. So now I know that in my life, if I don't work and if I don't prepare and I don't prep correctly for something, I most likely won't get it. I won't get it. And so I can't get mad over the fact that I didn't get it because it wasn't my time yet. And that's one of the things that I had to let into my life is the fact of acceptance. Like, I'm not the great I am. I'm not this person that, when I say something, it happens. No, that's not how it works. What I realize is that if I pray on it and I work hard for it, that's when it becomes materialistic. Otherwise, it's just a fantasy. And I know that for me, being who I am, being through what I've experienced, this recovery, this God-centered life that I chose to live has blessed me time in, time out, time in, time out. So I just stay here. I just stay here. And I just work. I just work from what he's given me. You know, that's all I can do, man, on a day-to-day basis. Is just stay in the now. I stay in the now. I make sure that everything that I needed to do is done before I close my eyes at night. I try my best every night. Okay. Paperwork, whatever it is, you know. But that's what it's been for me. And, you know, I give credit to God most of all for everything. You know, and I have people in my life. I have children that are grown now, and I give credit to them for teaching me how to be a better dad, because I've allowed them the opportunity to talk to me in a manner in which they need to express themselves. And it has worked, because every child is not the same as the one prior or after them. Okay, they may have the same features, but I guarantee you that them personalities are crazy, you know. And unfortunately, several of my children have my personality, so I know they screwed up, okay? But I just make sure that I get them to the point where they can have a conversation with me, because that's the most powerful thing, is being able to have your children open up consciously, you know, and I talk to them in the same sense of how they need to understand what I'm trying to say to them, so that we have that mutual understanding, and that's where the blessings come in. So, you know, my boys, my girls, you know, when they're going through something and they want to vent, I'm here. But I just want them to understand that find the part that you played in whatever you're going through. Find that part first. Then come talk to me. See why it didn't go your way first. Then that's when life starts to make more sense. That's what works for me. And that's where I give my credit to God for, because it's hard to deal with children today. I'm telling you. And now I got a couple of grandchildren on that's coming up into the rankings. So, whew, please pray for me. Thank you.